That's right, it's more November nights, and I'm here with you, your fire in the dark, your light among the larks. It's Drew Hayes, joined by Steve Wetherill and M.K. Gibson.
Yeah, I don't
What
have
is
a
up?
clue. Steve, you're farter in the dark, or however that goes.
Skibbity, gibbity, something. I got nothing, man.
Bring in the Rizity. Yes,
Exactly.
down with
It is.
Z.
Ah,
That's something you don't want to say when you're in your 40s. That sounds incriminating.
It does. It's hurt. It hurts on like many levels. So
Ah. Speaking of things you shouldn't be doing in your 40s, it's time for Ember Nights. Endless Ember Nights. I'm glad I only played this for Brodeo, because if I played it by myself, I'd never stop. I'd become...
that's right. We have decided
Well,
to
no.
fully commit to the bit, and we're doing November nights. We're just gonna stick to November nights or Ember nights this month. We're gonna see how far we can get. Oh, I don't think we're gonna do very well on this first run, though.
why is that?
Because I'm trying my wizard and I am not doing great.
I need. I'm gonna go grab the hammer. You know what? I'm just gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna be the tanky brute guy. Start with more of the HPs.
For those requiring context, we've decided to switch up our characters for no good reason.
We're just gonna see if we're missing, if we could be better. We're gonna see how we do. Let's go get some orbs polished over here by the creepy guy.
Lovely.
Which guy? The lizard
Oh, there
guy?
you are. You're wearing a helmet. That's cool. I did not realize that was Gibby with the.
Yeah, they give me this really cool like Tila from He-Man thing. So yeah.
Nice.
Greetings, knight. Found another tasty orb. Now let's see.
Put your orbs in my mouth.
Taste. Let's smell. Let's
feel.
Ah, what amazing treasure! Some of these
Oh,
relics
God.
never cease to amaze me. Oh, goddamn.
Now here's your $5.
Vital convergence. Whenever you use a perfect skill, you heal. Oh god, have I
never done
become the hawk from Dicey Bastards now?
I
Alright.
have a feeling we'll be seeing more of that hawk. From...
No preamble needed, let's jump on in.
Okay, do we have to talk to that weird pimp lizard?
I don't think so. I think we did
Good.
that last time.
I'm sure he hasn't done anything else incriminating and horrible. Did you guys upgrade anything in the old skill tree, the ember tree?
I went down to the Ember Tree and I just made sure like my health is maxed and I had the thing give me bonus 50 gold whenever I walk into a room, I guess.
Yeah, I cashed out my Ember when we finished up game last week, so I'm good.
Oh, I see. Very wise.
Alright. We've got a Steve, we've got a Gibby. Let's do it!
Okay. Arrow guy again. See if I can remember how Arrow guy works.
You're basically Hawkeye from the Avengers.
Really hot, so I'm gonna
You mean
adjust their
pointless.
volume a little bit.
I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. I'm always having to kind of game this system. It changes week to week. Let us know if that's better, y'all.
I can turn mine down a little bit.
Oh no, I wouldn't mess with yours, because if it's coming equally on
Too
you and
late.
Steve, it's not an issue on y'all. It's an issue on me running the volume through. Ah!
It's not often I get accused of being too loud. That's a new one.
Yeah, it's more my thing.
Or they can't hear one of us.
I do like the ability to just spam the button on this one. That is nice. You don't have to be as careful as the other one. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, I'm not sure if because you can charge attack, but I never got to the point where I was using that as effectively as just spamming that lightning. Ooh, upgrade your orbs.
I know. I
Dude,
kind of wanted.
like that.
Which one do I pick? I guess I'll do 3 seeking orbs.
That's a
It's
pretty
weird
solid
they go
attack.
out of order.
You conjure a cyclone to pull your enemies a safe distance away. Why would I want to pull my enemies away? That also
If
pull and
you're
away
playing
don't
a
seem to
ranged build, that's really handy because that gives you some
Right.
distance.
It looks like it's blast bomb. It is bonus damage.
That seems more like an up close and personal. How do you?
Yeah, I'm going full Gimli on this. Oh, look at those. Looks like this. The arcane bolt is like little sperm. Just get there. Okay.
Lovely.
Man, I've gotten my
Charming.
arcane bolts charged up to the point where I hope I get them because I can upgrade those sons of bitches into the ground.
I think that's something I've maxed out in the lobby.
Was that one?
The arcane bolts. It was them and the ballista.
Yeah, that ballista
like
max out is really cool.
I like how you say ballista like it's a barista. So
Yeah, I don't know, some kind of coffee guy who shoots people. I don't know. Ballista.
I guess I'll go with sharp necklace because I don't know how to use a perfect skill.
Yeah, I still haven't figured that out.
Volt claw. That
Oh,
just
that's
sounds
nice.
awesome.
If you have a high crit ability.
Volt claw.
Holy shit. If we
Sounds
were
like the
better,
number
that
3
pristine
minion.
band would be awesome.
I know exactly. I like that would be you get max all knights gain +3 max when oh Jesus, how do you we got a
That's if
perfectly
you
complete
complete
room.
room taking
Never gonna
damage.
happen.
No, we've
Volt
done
claw
that
it is.
once last game when we were playing our optimum builds.
Volt claw.
Ooh, your skills
Oh,
deal bonus
shit.
damage and poison. That's pretty cool.
Fucking amazing.
Yes.
All your skills deal poison?
For me.
Jesus.
Power
See,
for
more
me.
heroic games. All
Gem
right,
of
what-
agility
agility
or
or
precision.
crit chance or speed.
Speed.
Crit chance, because I got the Volt claw. I guess
I'm
we do
just-
agility.
I'm-
Fuck me. All right.
I'm thinking
Speed
about
is
that
always
disco
good.
bad guy we got to last time. Speed would have helped.
Yeah, running
make
around
it
the
up,
map
right?
at top
shit.
speed is pretty much always handy.
Where's that bomb of mine? Is this like is it?
Look at your
Triangle.
gem,
I thought
gimme.
Where's my gem? There's my gem. What I need is the HPs because again I'm the stupid barbarians.
Well, someone's got to do it.
Ah. I don't like the giant spider pit. That seems problematic.
Hmm. Is that new? Seems new.
You know, that skill thing isn't actually, that crit one isn't so bad. It lets me use my skill and then pop a shot on a big enemy. I wonder what this foreboding thing in the middle is about.
Hmm.
Can we not,
And I hope that's not foreshadowing anything.
can we not do anything? Ah,
Jeez, I'm dead already. My God.
Huh.
I can
we
revive
did go into
myself.
this knowing we were playing non-optimal.
Yeah, this is way slower, more life, but very tankier.
Oh, I thought that was Gibby for a moment.
I just revive myself. Okay.
Probably
Extra
Ember over
gold.
gold, I assume.
Yeah, probably Ember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because that one looks like it has a mini boss.
The more sensible investment, I suppose.
Ah.
I'm dead again. Gee, this. Okay. Next time, never use the hammer.
It's warm
Just-
up. Practice run.
Ah, crap.
Dead adventurer.
Yeah, me.
Hooray. Oh, I just looted someone's corpse.
Crap. Oh, okay. Maybe multi-attack is better than I thought it was. But you have to stand still for it. That's the kick in the teeth. Woo! All right. We're not doing great.
You know what? I'm breezing on through.
Bow is pretty
I've missed
strong,
being
man.
the arrow guy. Got some nice range on it. Poison freeze. That's right.
So, well, they battled Shag. Are we sounding better?
I haven't
That
heard
was
any
a-
more.
Sharina? My Sharina? Or are we sounding like.
Ballista.
Too close. Too close. I think your poison is doing a big help for us.
What was the attachment where you could get poison for your attack? Because that is a killer combination with a bow guy.
I don't know. I don't have that one. Getting it for your skill, every skill is pretty rad already.
Hmm.
Remind me next time we play. I'm not playing melee anymore. This just sucks.
Yeah, man.
You what doing on hard mode, man?
There's a reason we don't pick that one.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should all be bow guy.
Honestly, that's
or
probably
or
the
wizard
smartest.
guy. I mean, the wizard guy just seems to be just the tits. He
We'll be
just.
the wizard guy next time, man.
Well, no, he could all be the wizard guy. Be 3 wizard guys. Or
Yeah.
3 bow
Yeah.
guys.
There's
You're not
there's
looking
no
at my
wrong
stats.
answer.
I do the least damage every round because I spend most of my time running away. I mean, it's fun. I enjoy being the wizard guy, but I don't know if all 3 of us are cowards. I don't think it's funny anymore. Or hilarious. I don't know.
When you crit, you deal bonus stun. Well, I don't have starting stun, so that's probably not great.
Days claw. Whenever you
Skill.
crit, you deal.
That one's not bad. I've done that one before.
Whenever you refresh a skill, that's pretty good for a passive.
All right.
Whenever you crit. Okay, thank you for the Temu goods.
All right. Apparently, I'm still a little bit quieter, but it's better overall. So as long as they can hear us and we're not coming in too hot, I think we're all right.
Okay, sorry guys.
Nah,
We'll
it's
get it
all
right
That
one
was
day.
on me. I'm the one who's
Gem
controlling
of Precision?
the stream
Or
mixing.
what's over here? Gem of Wisdom.
Pa.
I can't
Wisdom.
remember what wisdom does. I think that's skill damage.
What's a little skull next to Precision? Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, that means there's going to be a boss.
Well, let's go.
Or
This
a
wisdom
mini-boss,
sounds
I should
great.
say.
Coward's way out. Coward.
Oh, no. No, no, no.
Alright, you guys talk about your books, because then I want to talk about Silent Hill 2
Oh,
remake.
yeah. We haven't
Go ahead.
mentioned what we're working on.
Same thing as I'm always working on. Stupid Villains Academy. Almost done. I swear to God.
Well,
I've
I
been
have
working on Silent
finished
Hill
the rough
2.
draft for... Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
No, I was just derailing the conversation entirely. Please do say something useful.
I was going to say, I have finished the rough draft for Rover Powered 3. Obviously, that's still going to be a little while out, especially considering that we still have Rover Powered 4 coming out next month. Or, no, Rover Powered 2 coming out next month. Sorry. Getting a little ahead of myself there. And then I have been starting prep work and everything for the next Spells, Swords, and Stealth series.
Ooh. Nice. Yeah, I said what I've been working on is definitely the Silent Hill 2 remake, but yeah, it's still running the crowdfunder for Chronicles of Calamity 4. If you want an oversized Jawthrower sack, if you want the potential to have your NPC be mentioned in the podcast, if you want a comic book, if you want signed postcards, if you want all kinds of cool swag, or just 4 digital issues for a knockdown price of $15, go check out Indiegogo Chronicles of Calamity issue 4. You got 3 days left to get stuff. 3 days.
Get that stuff. Get that stuff.
And that's 3 days for the rest of you people. With the
Yeah.
TH. Not 3 days.
Ah, I love it when people make fun of the way I speak. It's fucking brilliant. It's
It
what
doesn't.
do
I
on
mean,
a
it,
podcast
it,
for.
God, yeah, it just gets you hard, doesn't it?
That
I don't
seems
know.
pretty solid.
I'm here for you, Steve. I really am. I always have been, and I always will be.
Right. Rupture. Heave the ground surrounding each stone.
So how is Silent Hill 2, sir?
It's brilliant. It's sad and gory, filled with ennui and jump scares. The action's a lot better. Well, obviously the original Silent Hill 2 was just kind of fixed camera horror explorer. The action in that was barely action. It was pretty easy. It's more challenging.
Steve, get some life here.
I love that the guy came to shit talk us in the healing room. Look at these losers using the healing fountain. It's like, buddy, at a certain point, you're dropping in on us. It's getting sadder for you.
What's that? You care about bleeding?
Nerds.
When you get sepsis, like the real cool guys do.
I'm gonna take good old juicy opal. You can't say no to good healing. Oh, actually,
Can't say no to
bonus
juicy
damage
opal.
on an enemy. That's pretty solid. Boop.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, if I'm not if this is gonna be a quick run, I'm gonna burn bright, baby.
The ornate gloves, good if you've got money.
First weapon hit adds a burn. That ain't
Yeah, I'm
bad.
looking at Twisted Firestarter. One, I love the song, but two, that's it. There's just one. That's it. Twisted Firestarter.
Plasma ball. Oh, that's not bad. Go ahead, attack increase.
I used the shit out of that one on our last run. For bow guy who fires a shitload of blast, that's a good one.
Should be a lot of lightning.
I probably should have gotten a second skill at some point, but I couldn't resist the chance to max one out. Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, I love to max one out before I go to, oh, we're talking about different things. Got it.
Oh, nope. Too close, too close. Gotta find my range.
Oh, come on.
Nope. 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 Ah, shit. Crap. Nope.
Oh, I'm stuck in this damn corner.
So, Gibby, with Villains Academy 2 nearly done, do you know what you're going to do after?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm going to be starting on a new. I had started a new project a little while ago, and this I will be diving into what I'm calling in Cinderella, a dark fantasy retelling of Cinderella, whereas if she got Cinderella was a warlock instead of someone with a fairy godmother, she got made to deal with a demon, and I've already put about 15 to 25,000 words into it. I'm enjoying it a lot, and that's been the project I've been kind of working on the side there for a while. It's Cinderella and the Myths of Mayhem.
Very fun. So you mentioned that you were trying to get this one done. I wanted to ask, is this the end of the Villains Academy series, or is it just...
No, the Shadow Master series will have one more. I've decided I'm going to do Villains Academy as... I'm dead. Villains Academy will be the 6th of the 7 books, with Villains End being the final book, the final showdown between Jackson and all his enemies. So I want to put that series to bed, but it sucks because it's been like my most successful series and the one that everybody keeps coming back for. And, you know, it's bittersweet. You know, while I love it, it is time. So we did not make that.
It's always like, I mean, I'm a big believer that stories end.
Yes, 1,000%.
You don't really know the full quality of it until you get to that ending. That's, you know, not to drill home on the point that we've belabored endlessly, but Game of Thrones really drove home the don't fuck up the ending to a ridiculous degree.
This is my favorite TV shows. You can always tell what went on way longer than was ever supposed to, as opposed to which ones were like a Breaking Bad, which like five years. That's the plan, start to finish. This is the story I'm going to tell, and it feels good that way. It's meant to be that way. So
I think a lot of the best shows are that way. Like The Good Place is 4 in
yes,
and out as
you and I
planned,
could
and
talk.
it's
I could do a
perfect.
TED talk on The Good Place. So I think it's one of the first things you and I actually started talking about when we first met in North Carolina. Is like our both love of The Good Place. So
Very true. Yeah, no, I mean, so on the subject of ending, obviously, so Fred 9 is in.
Yes.
Who are we missing?
no, we're all up there.
Yeah, it looked like we were all there. Are we all not far enough? There we go.
Not far enough up, I'm assuming.
We're having a little bit of a delay on that one just because of some general bookkeeping bullcrap, but yeah, I'm really excited for that one to end, which sounds like a negative statement, but
I get you, man. It's not a negative statement.
no, I'm excited for the end because the ending is where everything comes together. Like ideally, the ending should be a culmination of what has come before. It should be a big, fun, blowout. But definitely, there's also a part of like, and it's the right time for this story. Like, there's a point where the characters have evolved or changed enough to where the basic premise is kind of shifted. And that's, a great example I think can reference here pretty freely is that the Superpowered series is 5 books. Your 1, 2, 3, 4, and Corpies, which slots it in the middle. We won't get into that right now. But the big thing is that world is not done, and I've never made any compunctions about that. I've been very upfront. Gem of Power, that's damage. Okay.
Right.
And so when it comes back, though, it'll be in that world, but it won't be the same series because to me that series is done. The tale of those characters in college is over, and I don't think that trying to prolong that would have been a positive outcome.
No, it told a whole story. I mean, I'm a big fan of that particular series, and I'm one that's always busting your balls about. I want the intern years, which I still do. Maybe in novella form, because there's certain characters I would like to see what they were like during their first rookie years as a hero. But that's just the fan of me wanting that. And truth be told, because it told a good story, because it was done in the 4 years, because it did everything it was supposed to do, that's what you like about it. Things are beautiful because they end.
Yeah.
And like, damn it, I'm dead again.
Holy
I'm
crap.
no more melee. No more melee. They suck.
Is
things are beautiful because they
end
end.
or not?
What guy?
Oh, okay.
This gold guy. Yeah, you shoot him for money.
Oh,
He's
I
my
thought he was
favorite
like
kind
a
of guy.
monster. I wasn't sure what was going on.
Well, he seemed to enjoy being shot and gave you money for it, so he's some kind of monster. But
Well, he's a masochist. He enjoys it.
hmm.
All right. Well, we'll bring you
offering
back
pit.
at the offering pit, maybe. I don't
No,
know
you're
how this
good.
works.
Yeah. I revive in 2 rooms.
What's the deal here? Make offering?
Kind
I
of
think
offering.
we offer up one of our items.
Mm-hmm.
You can have my earthquake thing. That sucks. Okay, now what? Select up
I'll
to
give him my
4
surge
relics.
pendant.
Nope, just a 1.
That's not great.
But yeah, so my I want the villains book will be 7 when it's done. The Technomancer books, I'm at book 5. I have 2 more to write. That'll be 7 when it's done. And the Hammer of Witches books of mine will be, I have 3 written. It'll be 4 because each one's an element. So I know where the stories all end, and I don't want them to last forever. And there's no disrespect to any other authors out there. And by any stretch, this is just the way I like to write. And as a reader, it's what I like. I like when things have an end. Usually 7 to 9 books in a series. Sometimes I can go a little bit long. 5 to 7 is my particular sweet spot as a reader. There's some books that when they go on for so long, I kind of tap out.
Sometimes they just get heavy. Like, the longer you keep a story going, the more continuity, the more story beats have to all come back together and pay off. And, there is something to be said for letting it resolve and starting anew. TV shows wipe themselves at the end of seasons for a reason.
Yeah.
They'll keep a few plot elements lingering through for consistency, but on the most part, it's, you know, you want to be able to pay things off, have a sense of catharsis, have that moment of, all right, we did it, and then you move forward.
As long as the smart writer doesn't forget the character growth between, you know, seasons 1 and season 2. Sometimes there's certain, like, I don't know if anybody here is a fan of that show that was on Netflix, Sex Ed, for example. Really enjoyed that. Age of Butterfield. It's a good, like, coming of age story of these kids in school and, like, just all the weirdness of just growing up with, you know, obviously coming into their own sexuality. It's a good story. But it feels like every single season, the characters reset and forgot everything they remembered from the previous season. And
that is also part of the reason you bring up a good reason for stories to kind of end or change the format, is because if you don't acknowledge character growth, then it just ends up feeling repeaty.
Right.
That's why it's quite hard. It's quite remarkable when that happens in comedy, specifically comedy, because you have to have flawed characters in comedy, and if they grow too much, they become unflawed. You have to make them funnier in different ways. But there's been a few who have managed that pretty well, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why often you'll set a comedy in like a finding yourself transitional period, and you know, by the time that you wrap that comedy, they have kind of come into themselves, they figured their stuff out, and so that's, you've shown them through that journey, but that journey by its nature has to end.
Yeah. Well, the other problem is, like, sometimes the formula becomes very, very clear in certain books and certain series and even shows or whatever. And by book 7, sometimes 8, you know, the formula is not as cool as it once was. You know, maybe that's just me. But I know there have been plenty of books where I'm like, I think I see the formula, the writing's on the wall, and I'm going to tap out for a while. Maybe I'll come back to it later. And like I said, right around book 7 is where I tend to tap on a lot of series. And same thing with the shows. Once it hits season 6, 7, it has been going on for so long, does it even know what it wants to be anymore? So
I think most shows, it's the kind of what was it, 7 seasons in a movie? That was the mantra for Community, I think.
For Community,
but,
yeah. 6 seasons in a movie. Yep.
That generally tends to be the way it goes.
Yeah, truly, I think the best sitcoms for infinite storytelling are animated sitcoms, because there you can ignore the natural growth of the actors, the people. Like, you can hold them in a state of arrested development that you can't do in reality.
Yeah, they're less beholden to the sort of development of the actors as well.
Yeah, because like Modern Family, great show, but obviously they had to change the stories as the characters age. Like, that's just a natural consequence of people getting older and growing and developing. Whereas, you know, Bob's Burgers, Teen, Luis, and Gina have all been the same age for...
Well, The Simpsons, I mean, they've been 10 for 35 years. Yeah.
Well, it's not just that. I think it was another Jason Pug and TikTok I'm ripping off here, but I think in Breaking Bad, Jesse Pinkman was supposed to die. But
Yes,
they were
he was.
like, this works too well. So basically their entire... also Spike from Buffy, no one was supposed to like him. Everybody liked him.
That was
Changed
their
the
fault for
entire
casting
trajectory.
James Marsters.
Yeah.
I feel
Wow,
like
it's
this
lucky
is the
they
one
didn't
boss we have a
sculpt it.
pretty good grip on.
Yeah, it's lucky nobody sculpted his lower half, really, because his top half's pretty detailed.
Yeah.
We've had enough snowcocks on this show. We've had the ultimate snowcock.
Enough is a
There's
strong
not-
word, Steve.
We're not going to top that snowcock incident, Drew.
Ooh, I'm getting the fire option. That's a good
Wario
ability.
Wisp. Ooh, yeah, I want Wario Wisp.
Yeah. I need more healing potions, what I need. Is there anything
Oh, no,
else
wait
in
a minute.
here?
Didn't I just get... No, I didn't. Right, okay, right. Anybody want a chakram? That
Nah.
sucks.
I got a poison spear.
Cool.
Hailstone armor. Hang on, what's this? Surround yourself with... Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hailstone armor rules.
Yeah, one. Yes, I will swap this out for... am I going to get rid of fire or the bomb? Let's get rid of the... let's get rid of the fire. It's not doing too much right now.
Yeah, it looks like you've already bumped up your bomb by 1.
Yeah. Well, I get an extra charge on the bomb, so yeah.
Yeah. I like that we're all of the agreement then that stories can end. Good for us.
Well, that's the thing is like, you know, I have some of my friends of like some of my other author friends are like, yo, you should never stop writing don't stop writing that villain's book until it stops making money. I'm like, I can't do that because I'm not happy. I need it to end.
I mean, it's all about what you're, you know, in it for, and that this is going to sound a little presumptuous, but there's no wrong or right one. Like, some people are in it to make as much money as they can, and that's fine. And, skill or wisdom?
We're fighting a boss either way, so
Skill.
let's go with skill, I guess. Yeah,
Oh shit, I didn't see the boss symbol.
they both had boss symbols.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, make it worth it. At least we can bump up our skills. Ah, crap. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Well, I'm dead. Again.
Hey, we got a relic orb. That'll be creepy.
Nice.
So yeah, when I'm done this one, I want to play with something new for a little bit. And the Cinderella project is one I've been working on in like a secret for a while that I really enjoyed. This weird, twisted, kind of dark gothic fairy tale retelling of the Cinderella story. And it's been fun. And when things are really fun, you cook more with it. So
Absolutely. And I mean, there's something to be said for the joy of a project that no one has seen. You know, Villain's Code for me started out as one that I did. Oh, eat an asshole.
I'm almost glad I'm not there for this one. Villain's Code, you were saying, before they analingus. So.
Forging Festus started as a project that I did not expect anyone to actually get to see. It was because I mean it's a terrible idea. I had already written in a superhero world. The idea of writing in another superhero world was just stupid. Like that's not how you're supposed to do branding and etc. If I was going to do it, the thing is that I would be supposed to just set an SP. And the original Villain's Code was sort of in a similar world, but eventually I realized that, you know, it kind of had to be its own thing, and I wrote it on my own. So there were multiple drafts that got shelved, and it was just a me project for the longest time until it wasn't.
That's what the Cinderella project has been for me. It was supposed to be a me project because I just had this idea. Like I was just sitting there, I forget what I was doing because I love classic fairy tale creatures. You know, like Once Upon a Time or Fables from Bill Willingham's comic series. You know, and I love retelling old fables in new ways. Has been like my particular thing. It's one of the reasons your first book of yours I actually ever read was the Secondhand Curses.
Oh,
and I thought that was the first book of yours I ever came across years ago, before we ever met, and that was so clever. And I'm not just saying that in like it was just fun. It was such a clever, unique way of retelling that I really enjoy that because it goes right up my bailiwick with things that I enjoy.
Thank you, man.
I'm like, oh, you're very welcome.
That one.
Oh, come over here. Like this is a big bucket of health. We're doing that.
Yeah, that seemed like the better move.
Nom 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 health.
Have I ever told you the story of how Secondhand Curses came into being?
You may have, but I've clearly forgotten. It's a retailer for the audience. Clearly, I know, but the audience needs to hear. So,
the company that I started out the Fred series with, Roots, I met them through a. Ooh, that's nice. Hey, that thing adds a charge to your skills, y'all. That's a good one. So anyway, they did a short story contest during NaNoWriMo 1 year, where it was different like fairy tale retellings, and so it was, you know, the different theme every week, etc. And I submitted, I got accepted for all 4 of the prompts except one. And they're in a storybook that's not published anymore, but if you found it, you found it. Good for you. I have one on my shelf. Might re-release some of those at some point. Those are still fun stories. But the one story that didn't get accepted was the tale of Jack, Marie, and Frank, who were doing their own thing in a... Sorry, I'm trying to fight and talk.
yeah.
So it was Tale of Jack, Marie, and Frank, obviously the characters from Secondhand Curses. And I was like, well, you know, y'all might not have picked this, but I really liked it. I think there's potential here. And so I kind of kept writing in that world, and I eventually created the multiple stories that became the book Secondhand Curses. But here's the funny part. That original story was them doing the 3 Billy Goats Gruff, and you might notice that wasn't in Secondhand Curses.
It was not.
I cut it too. They were right. It wasn't a very good story. It was a good concept. But when I was coming out with a critical, I was like, you know what? This one isn't really. So, it's a tale of both ego and acceptance. Oh yeah, kill that.
That's
moose.
awesome,
Give
dude.
us some life.
Yeah, but I'm a big fan. Like I said, always been a big fan of like fairy tale retellings. You know, you can watch that cheesy show Once Upon a Time and that kind of thing.
I watched some of Once Upon a Time. That was another one that started strong and I think got a little too.
Well, okay.
complicated.
So, do you know the story behind that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so all right, have you ever read the comic book Fables by Bill Willingham?
I have not. I have
It
heard
is
it referenced because
amazing.
apparently we do some similar pulls in. The,
Yes. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is a lot of people. He's not like there have been plenty of stories that retell. Like I said, they retell the classic fairy tale things in a very variety of ways. And this posits where the fairy tale creatures left the old world and came to America when it was still New Amsterdam and settled into New York in like the 1600s, and they exist as long as someone believes in these fairy tales. They still exist. You know, so you have Big Bad Wolf, also known as Bigby, is the sheriff. You know, Snow White, King Cole, blah blah blah. Anyway, so this show is supposed to be, it got picked up, as many successful properties do, to be turned into TV or movies, you know. And ABC said, we want to do this, you know, and they said, great. And they never quite got the rights or anything down the exact way. Well, then Disney owns ABC, and they're like, well, we already have all these Disney characters. They just did their version. And then done. They just basically, it's because there's nothing wrong. It's just the formula of these things living in the same world. That's not likeness, or that's not IP infringement.
Yeah, that's like
So,
copywriting fantasy.
Yeah,
like you can't copyright
right.
a genre concept.
Right. You know, it's reverse psychi. You know, it's you don't own that. So yeah, they just redid that thing with their Disney version of the exact same characters. You know, and it, like I said, that show was fun for the first few seasons, and it kind of bowed out. But so Bill Willingham actually went on years later. So was it last year, the year before? Like he had this whole thing with DC Vertigo where they weren't paying him what he was owed. But the one thing he had was in his original documentations, he owned the IP of all his characters. So he just said, guess what? They're all public domain now. Have fun. Now I'm not using his characters, you know, and I don't think people should, because you never know what's going to happen. But he basically said, screw you. If you're not going to pay me what I'm owed, then I'm going to make my characters and my stories public domain. Do with them as you see fit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hardcore, man. I respect the shit out of that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Also, it's ridiculous that a company as big as Disney is constantly getting shit for not paying their fucking rights and stuff.
No, this particular was DC's. This was a DC comic Vertigo imprint that didn't pay him his comic royalties. But still, DC, you know, like equally big, not equally big, but a well-known big company. So reportedly, this is all reportedly. I'm not saying it for. Let me see.
No, give me, come on, take a stand. Accuse DC.
No.
Right here, right now. Put it on the document.
Mm-mm. Fuck you, big DC. No.
Well, I mean, honestly, who gives a shit about DC right now? They're stuck in the
Yeah,
fucking Warner
we'll
Brothers
see what happens when
miasma.
what's his name when
Zaslav.
James Gunn decides he's going to play ball. Well, like when he puts out his Superman movie, I guess this will be the make it or break it. Gem of Precision, or
Man, it is a sad statement that right now, as a indie person who loves visual media, and you know, for a long time, one of my great dreams probably would have been to see my books as a TV show or movie. But I'll tell you right now, if Warner Brothers came knocking, I'd tell them to fuck off, because that's how bad
Warner Brothers. If
right
you're
now.
listening, I'm a whore. I will sell you whatever you want.
No, not to.
Yeah,
fucking
I'll
Warner
sell you Drew's books.
Because you know what's worse than not having those things exist is the inability to ever have them exist. because that is what Warner has been doing, is they just buy things and then they destroy them or shit or can them. Or,
Oh yeah, they just don't ever use them. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and so no, I really like. There's not, I don't love how Netflix handles their cancellation shit, but I would still take that swing. I legitimately would not give Warner my property because I don't trust them not to just sit on it or destroy it.
Well, I mean, can't you put it like in your contract where it's like, okay, you can have it for like 5 years. After that, it reverts back to me if nothing's been made.
Maybe. I mean, like, but that's the sort of thing is like that's not a great place for a production company to be known as the fuck ups.
Yeah.
Like Christopher Nolan didn't even let them bid on his last movie. Now, granted, they fucked him a little more personally, so I don't blame him there. But like, that's just not the look you want for your legacy production movie studio.
Right.
Those are the guys who can't do their fucking jobs.
Yeah. Hey kid, we want to produce your movie. Sure. You gonna do it? No.
Yeah.
We want to buy your rights for cheap and then do jack shit with them. Well, no. Go fuck yourself.
So anyone can not make a movie.
Yeah.
I can do that.
That's like, oh, hell yeah. God, those Wisp upgrades are good.
My Wisp army.
Oh, you got the 4.
Big 4.
Big 4.
Quattro.
All right, we've got Ash. And Ash. All right. Oh no. All right, everybody. I hope you had a good run. It's a ghost room.
Yeah.
Hold nothing back. Oh, eat shit.
Oh, dear, oh dear.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's it. I'm already dead. Those lasers don't mess around.
Nope. No, they do not. And I haunted him. Crap. Ugh. Nope. Oh
Good
my
job,
God.
guys. Good job.
I
Team
can't
effort.
believe we survived that.
You just open it. We'll all walk up to it and open it. You don't beat it up.
Well, that
Unless
takes a
the
lot of
monster.
the fun out of it.
No, because I did it 2 rooms ago. I'm beating the shit. Like, why is it not opening? Oh, you just talk to it. So
Maybe you awaken in the shop.
I will revive in 2 rooms.
When you dodge and attack, that's not bad.
Zika, that's pretty good. Do I have enough money for that? No, I don't. Dang. It's the first time I've seen that one. That one's cool. I guess I'll take this tiny little green stone.
No, I actually like because like when you talk about good shows and good things, are you a fan of Arcane by any chance? Anybody?
I have
Haven't given it
tried
a go.
to watch it because I have been told many times how good it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Something about the art style just puts me off.
See, I was talking to
Yeah.
JLD. He said the same thing. Now, I find the art style riveting personally, but past the art, it's a masterclass on character work. As writers, I urge everyone, whoever wants to get into writing, study this show. Study this show and how their character work. It's because they do like each season is 9 episodes and each 3 episodes is an arc, and it works in such a way that the dynamic, the relationships, the themes, everything. It is so. I mean, one of their familiar themes. They're not tread new ground here. The rich people in the top city, the poor people in the lower city, and sibling rivalry and family dynamics. But the way it's all woven together is freaking phenomenal. It's one of my most favorite storytelling devices I've seen in a long time, and the new season just started. So, but you can't get into the art, huh? You got this, charlatan.
I mean, yeah, man, it's rough.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that art style.
I
don't know
like
what
it.
is.
I
Reminds
love
me
it.
of something.
It's like a living painting. That's what I think I like about it.
There's a lot of things I can forgive, but like visual stuff, like that distracts on every frame.
I guess it just comes down to because I find it enthralling personally.
True, but I also watched. Sometimes the art style matches the story in such a way that, what was it called? Scavenger's Reign was a really fun. If you're into kind of,
I couldn't get into that. I watched the whole thing. I just never really enjoyed myself with that.
maybe I think if you like nice high concept sci-fi, you're not really going to get anything like that that isn't
something
animated.
about it. It's something about it just didn't come across as. I don't know. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. Everyone kept saying this is like again, like everyone, a lot of praise, and maybe it's because it got too much praise, and I'm waiting for it to like blow me away. I'm like, and it didn't. So, but I did enjoy. The animation was weird. I did enjoy that kind of like studio.
Yeah, I don't normally like that kind of stripped down pastel style. It just kind of like everybody looks a bit soft and weird. Normally that kind of doesn't work, but it really complemented what that story was.
Anything, it stood in contrast to the subject matter because it seemed like so cute and fun and like everything, but the story was anything but.
Yeah, I mean, it's largely about the brutality of nature on an alien world and survival, but I think the art style kind of also is like, oh, this is weird and horrible, but also beautiful in its way.
Hey,
that kind of works.
Steve, you can come back to life.
Yeah, I was just waiting until he'd taken out all his anger on you.
He's got.
See, the other one I really enjoyed, that the concept, like it was again, the art style may or may break it or not. Blue-Eyed Samurai, also on Netflix. That one was amazing to me. Another fantastic story being told and presented in such a way that the art really worked for me.
Yeah, it was only
wonderful things about that one as well.
It is
slightly
stupid good.
Yeah, it's great. It was about how building a wall and being racially pure is a good thing.
Well, no, that's one way of taking it. I think that's not the right way, but okay.
That's a pretty strong takeaway.
Attack on Titan, what's going on?
No, it was
It's less subtle than that, Jared.
I mean, it's obviously it's set in the period of Japan where they closed the wall to the Western world, and this one girl who's been masquerading as a guy, she has blue eyes. Her father was one of the last 4 white men in Japan. She doesn't know who, and she's going to find him and kill him. I'm Jesus, I'm dead already. No more melee.
I mean, you say that we've gone pretty far in this.
Yeah, but you're carrying me per usual, so I guess nothing's really changed.
Well, I think I'm about to die too.
Yeah, no, in the show though, it's like all the main characters. You have this girl masquerade as a guy. You have a character who has no hands. You have a blind sword maker. It's a world that was not meant for these people, and they're still finding ways to survive and thrive in a world not meant for them. And it's beautiful.
That one is definitely on my list. I've heard, again, wonderful things about that one. When I have free time to check it out, I will.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, I will. Yeah, like I said.
Also,
that one is on my list,
I mean, it's also if you enjoy things like Kill Bill, and you're just gonna like it because it's badass. It's gruesome.
It's got solid action.
I am not averse to an ass-kicking animation. That's more just I gotta find the time to work it in.
Sure.
It doesn't do that thing that animation did for years, where I have a really nice style, and then as soon as the fights kick in, it'll just go like, okay, we only need one in every 5 frames now.
Yeah, exactly. He-Man rolls again and throws Skeletor. No. This is brutal.
Always used to kill me about Dragon Ball Z. It's like, okay, we've spent 3 episodes screaming and working up for this fight. Okay, let's give this to the second string animations. Now that they're finally fighting each other.
No, the thing I hate about anime, my son loves it, and I don't know what's wrong with him, his generation of storytelling, but like, we're building, we get to the big thing, now we're going to cut back for the next 9 episodes and flashbacks about secondary characters. I'm like, you sons of bitches. Every single show does this. Yeah, drives me crazy.
It's a good way of keeping the page turning.
And I'm like, guys, pacing is an art.
That is just, anime is just edging for kids. It's just, man.
It's a tension and release thing, and you got to have the release.
Yes.
Biofoot asks, since this is November Nights month, does that mean next month is Deck Golf with Friends month? I don't think that's quite as smooth of a pun, but I think next month we'll probably try and do holiday games. Much like we do with Halloween, we like to keep it spooky. When it comes to Christmas, we like to keep it festive. And for November, we like to keep it Ember. I'm
glad we got some Golf with Friends fans out there, even if they're not quite as masterful with the puns. I mean, nice try.
That's not an easy one to fit in. That's the hard part.
No, it's all gonna be like titty anime. Decemberest. Yeah, that'll.
Wait. It only resurrected Gibby? Oh, I revive in one room. Okay.
What's this one? It doesn't matter.
Skill selector.
Now you're back.
Woo! I live for another 10,000 years.
We'll see. We'll see. Providing we beat this boss.
Boy, for all the Mighty Max fans out there, that was a real fun deep cut.
I liked Mighty Max. That was a good show. It didn't get enough episodes.
I saw it was one of those cartoons where like I'm also like 10 years older than you, Drew. So like, if I watched it was by accident.
Well, I still remember. It's sort of like the I wish I hadn't killed that fish thing, and that it just lives in my brain. There was an episode where his guardian Norman, the warrior, had to get his life force restored by beating an enemy, and I just still remember him like doing a Highlander thing at the end, lifting his broken sword up, getting struck by lightning, and screaming, "I live for another 10,000 years!"
I always remember they did a Mighty Max episode where they basically did The Thing, but it was Mighty Max. It was a great episode.
Ah! Monster! I remember, I guess let's go for the fountain rather than the death room, probably.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God, yeah, because I need we
Life
all need
room
to
or
drink.
death room?
I can't quite tell you why, but thinking of the chicken, or the fowl advisor, Virgil, I feel like that would have been a Bob character. It's a chicken fowl, actually.
Ooh, chicken time.
But just, it would have kept mentioning its cloaca.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we ever do a Mighty Max D&D game, we're gonna make Bob play Virgil.
It would have been a better series for it.
Oh god. Foul, actually. Would you like to see my cloaca as proof?
Would you like to touch my waddle?
Just lifting up his robe.
Oh, this a-hole.
Have we gotten this far?
We have, because I remember
Okay.
him
Yeah.
like shooting.
Oh,
death
this
things
guy.
forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is why we needed the speed upgrades. He does not piss about, this guy.
Oh, man, I'm stuck. Nope. Ah!
Shit.
Oh, creepy hands. Oh, no. Whoop.
I mean, this is intense. Come on.
Yeah, we all stopped talking too. It's like, oh God, okay.
Well, yeah, this guy keeps killing us, so he gets the respect.
Oh, he's healing.
Oh, crap, we gotta kill those
Ah.
things.
Well, he
Oh,
consumes
yeah.
them, so
Well,
they
I
don't
killed one
stick
earlier
around.
because the shield got knocked off somehow.
Jesus, right. I cannot dodge those disco lights.
Oh, boy.
Oh shit.
I wasted my revive. Yeah, I think the trick is going to be getting here without reviving.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Oh, I'm gone too. Gibby, it's all you. Bring it home, baby.
Yeah, with 8
Bring
hit
it
points. Go up to the bottom.
home. Melee.
Oh, he's healing. God
Melee. Melee.
Jess says you could have waited till January and asked for Jolf with Dren's month.
Drebuary, Gulf February, Garch.
Rolf with friends.
Now, I don't know why it keeps saying it's a 33-minute runtime when we've been here for an hour.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, everybody. We'll close out with me doing the orb voice since we got a
Hooray!
couple of those.
Yay!
That's always a fun.
Take these orbs into your
Can you
hands.
step slightly? There we go. Greetings, knight. Found another
You have to be
relic
enclosed,
orb, I
Gibby.
see. Now let's give it a little poke. It's got just the right amount of give. Ah, what amazing treasures! Some of these relics never cease to enthrall me.
Your third attack shoots a fireball. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Holy shit! God damn!
Just, yes, that's it. Legendary relic. We're done. That's
Yeah.
the one.
Wow.
Ah, the Onyx Raven rewards you for picking on the weak.
How do
Excellent.
we activate that shit?
We gotta get it from our relic selector. We gotta get lucky, so maybe build a relic refresh thing. But we'll tackle that next time on Adventure Brodeo. Until then, bye!
Bye.
Bye, everybody.